Good morning, my lovely ones. Welcome to your daily message, daily energies, but as well, welcome to June 21st, the summer solstice in Northern Hemisphere. And on the South Hemisphere, it's the winter solstice. However, we are going by this energy is quite strong, and also it's the beginning of Cancerian season. So happy birthday, my beautiful Cancerians. As many of you know, summer solstice brings the longest day. Could be on the other side the longest night. But yeah, June 21st is the when the sun shifts into Cancerians as well, making the official start of the summer. So happy summer, loves. Astrologically speaking, we have 4 cardinal zodiac signs. Cancerians. Let's start actually with Aries, then Cancerians. Then we move into the Libra and then Capricorn. All of this zodiac signs have new beginnings when it starts. Aries, it's the one who aligns with the spring equinox. And now we have Cancerian with the summer solstice. Then we have Libra with fall equinox and Capricorn with the winter solstice. So yes, loves, now we see the sun at the highest point to the sky. And yeah, longer day, shorter nights. This solstice, many of you will see a very strong urge to act, to pursue something, to initiate something. And definitely you feel more inclined into movement, do something. And Cancerian, it's all about your home, inside home, family energy. Many of you will feel a little closer to your heart emotionally, because Cancerian, it's a water energy, and water connects with emotions. And indeed here, for some of you, if you've been in tune more on other parts or feel like certain other things got on the way, this time you will urge, or you'll feel the urge to connect more with what really is close to your heart. So in this daily reading, consider as a daily, or for whoever needs to hear these messages, we'll look for each zodiac sign astrologically as well, the tarot-wise, what we have, or how this solstice or this energy influence everyone. So starting with our beloved Aries, you are the first zodiac sign. Even though we are moving to Cancerian, I really want to start with the beginning, but here we are. So hear me out, Aries. As you know, the first cardinal zodiac, fire energy. This summer solstice will shift into your 4th house, home, family, and definitely here we'll be more into the desire to build something bond-wise, family-wise, or create that environment that you will want and feel like home. Yes, you like to be independent. Yes, you like to be more by yourself, but this is a great time to recharge your own batteries. If you're running around quite a lot, now is the time to consider that I really like to spend more time home, do certain things in my home. For example, if you are the type of person like I'm going to take out food or order food, now you're more opting to cook something or learn a skill that requires to be around home. So definitely here's something that you want to spend more time here. For some of you, could be a person you want to spend more, or could be if you are professional, have family or kids even, you want to spend a few days with your children. So definitely here spending time with those closest or you consider closest might be a great time. Tarot wise, let's see, Aries, what brings this summer solstice. We have a Queen of Swords. We have the World. We have the Three of Cups. And underneath we have the Hermit. For some of you, the Aries who are dealing here in regards to situation, if you've been thinking to do something, let's say, for example, to communicate here with someone, or start communicating here with someone, or start creating certain connections, with the Queen of Swords here, now is a great time to do so, or to pursue it, or proceed forward. Because indeed here certain things are closing, or you are need to close, or you need to reconsider, or actually if you are felt like you didn't communicate here properly regards the situation, now is the time. And with the Three of Chalices in this deck, which is Three of Cups, feels like a release energy. So if you want to speak out in any kind of situation, or you want to have a heart-to-heart conversation here with someone, now you can go forward and pursue it, because Queen of Swords speaks out, Hermit doesn't. So whatever here you've been deeply want to say, now is a great time to. All right, loves. One advice from the oracles, we have get the big picture. View from above. For some of you, definitely getting a bigger picture regards the situation, because I see here with the Hermit, you know how you can proceed forward. So don't hesitate, loves, to do what is right for yourself. Moving on to our beautiful Taurus. Welcome, loves. Let's see how this day or this summer solstice will influence, affect, or even bless you. Speaking of astrologically, loves, many of you Tauruses might look more into your emotional fulfillment, probably through the environment or interest or whatever here you are curious to study or pursue. Great time to go towards those who feel more closer or like family for you, or you consider them that they bring you a great vibe or a great attitude. For some of you, you might find some great time to spend in the nature, probably to a favorite place, a favorite cafe, or the local shop, whatever you are going, probably to a neighborhood event, as you know, summertime is a great time for festivals. So going out in the nature and be around those from community, most likely. Others of you, probably you could read a book you used to or feel like you are very connected. Could watch a movie, probably you watch it a couple times. So anything that brings you closer to those familiar feelings, familiar places, or let's say feel safe to have around. So many of you might be very strongly into the I feel safe here, I feel welcome here. So go there, loves. The tarot-wise, let's see messages for you. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords and the Sun. So the tarot-wise speaking, many of you more likely will try to stay away from unnecessary drama. For others of you, it's like those people who didn't consider you the one or important in their life. You kind of like, it's not like getting rid of them, but kind of like either healthy boundaries, either you are distancing from them. Because Sun is kind of like you you see a lot of things more from a new point of view. Yes, I see here a Taurus who leaves a third party or could leave a person who comes and goes. And for that reason, it's just kind of like done with whatever here hurts me. It's time to be happy. And indeed here, focusing on happy energy or what makes you happy, that's very important. So holding your course, that really speaks about you know what you want. You know where your life can go and where to go. So great time to kind of like do some cleanup regards the relationships you have or the relationships you want to have. All right, loves. Moving on to our beautiful Gemini. So Gemini, yes, we are done with your season as we speak today, but thank you for being there for each and every one. So yes, as the sun shifts into Cancerian today, June 21st, your desire for comfort, for security, most likely money-wise, career-wise, definitely finance, resources, looks more illuminated or it's kind of highlighted. Great time, or let's say ideal time to prioritize valuables that hold some kind of sentimental value. For example, you know, let's say emotional satisfaction. There's certain things out there that definitely brings you a good energy. Speaking of the valuables that brings you that, you know, for example, you could spend time for certain things, but there's certain others that really brings that, you know, comfort, that feeling of this money I spend right. For example, book a vacation, see new places, or go discovering certain things. So you are putting your money, your finances somewhere where you definitely feel like you gain from it, not just spend just because to be spent. Because some of the purchase you make right now may be fueled by you know, some certain great feelings. Could be temporary, could be for long term. So as long that she's not emotional, you know, impulsive, or let's say I'm doing this because everybody does, or I'm doing this because somebody done it, why I should not do it. Not a great idea. So do something that really brings you that great feeling about I spend it because definitely brought something good out of it. Even though, you know, sometimes we want to donate some finances to someone in need, or someone who definitely will have something about it. So will bring us that I'm grateful that I could help. Tarot-wise, Geminis, we have a Two of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. So the tarot-wise message here speaking, many of you might need some time to figure out what to do next. But whatever here you wanna do next, don't do it because you've been hurt or somebody done something for you. Because there's something here you need to let behind or leave behind. So you can see the movement forward. For some of you, there's a lesson out there to be learned, and definitely not repeat it again. So don't stay in this Two of Pentacles too long. Should I heal it? Should I let go? Should I still in that hurt energy? You know, sometimes we want to go forward, but to go forward faster, quicker, is to forgive us, first thing first, for putting us or putting ourselves in a situation that probably didn't work or was not meant. And also forgive the other part because they didn't know any better, or even though they knew any better, they didn't make it. But that is more likely for you to move forward. Because many of you might feel, well, why should I forgive someone, or why should I forget something? Most likely because you need movement forward. And in a form or another, this calls as a closure moment. And making yourself closure, it's kind of like overcoming energy much better. Sometimes even overcome a karmic energy. Just doing so. So look at this, loves. The advice here we have: discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. This really speaks of you do what is right for you, not what you think someone will see as right for you. Many times we feel like, well, if I do this, I will, you know, disappoint someone. Or if I'll do this, but I don't want to disappoint anyone. You anyway will make someone, you know, unhappy because of your actions. Do it always what you feel is right for you. Even though somebody might not really liking it or even appreciate it. Okay, loves. So now the celebratory zodiac Cancerians, welcome. It's your season, loves, which means that you feel more like yourself than ever. As the sun travels, let's say, through your first house this month, you need for emotional security and comfort to be quite highlighted. It's kind of spotlight. You'll be more inclined to prioritize your needs rather than others' needs. So definitely you put yourself first above and beyond. So definitely self-care is the priority number one for you this month. Listen to your intuition. Many of you listen to your gut because that's how you know it's that your intuition. And definitely allow your emotions to guide you all around the season. So indeed here will make you feel more into the power or feel like you are more strong than you ever could be. Let's see tarot-wise messages for you or advice on this energy. We have the World. Goodness. We have the Three of Wands, which turn out. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Cups. All right. I see you manifesting something, but we have these two threes here. But having whatever here you manifest, you need to let go something. So this time, or even this day, or this summer solstice messages, or how can influence is to make you a decision or to clear out some doubts that you've been dealing here for quite a while. The World really speaks of, I know you want, and you have a goal, you have a desire, you have a manifestation that it's there, but can't come unless you end something. So with the World here ending something, could be a third party, could be a situation that you've been either in and out, back and forth, back and forth. So it's kind of like finding clarity in what you want to do next. So that's why it's about to connect with your own intuition, to follow your intuition more. And I feel here for some of you put your rational energy here. Well, I think this is right, but I feel this is right, and so on. So connect. That's very, very important to go forward. The advice here we have, success expands in your life, gates of triumph, that's the World here. Indeed here for many, many of you, certain things here are coming. So allow it. For some of you, you are not quite sure. Because yes, what I'm hearing now, somebody here is just like, I want the cake and eat it too. But you gotta make your choice, loves. Make a choice and go with that, because sometimes we are too much in a back and forth and kind of messing up our decisions, even our life forward. So don't hesitate to make that decision or a choice. You need to. Leo, you are the next, and I welcome you, loves. You know, coming today, the Sun in Cancerian, which you know, Sun is your ruler, actually. Your desire to nurture yourself or your inner life behind closed doors. More likely, you know, feel like I need to do self-care, but I don't want anyone to know it. I need to take care of myself, but I don't want to really show it, or I don't really want to feel vulnerable or in any kind. But you definitely need that, loves. So many of you realize that for your cup to be full, you need this self-nurturing time. Well, nurturing time, everybody perceive or looks differently. And For some of you, you kind of ignore your needs for quite a while. No matter whatever you've been through or you've gone through. But you gotta recharge, loves, because after Cancerian, you are the next. So you gotta be full of great energy. So replenish your batteries. Take your time to do the things that what mostly are good for you. Does not mean that you need to stop from whatever you do, but probably you gotta shift a little bit certain things the way you are been doing. Less demanding or less consuming energy from your part. How this day or this solstice influence you by the tarot. We have 8 of Cups here. We have the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Magician, it's right here. Okay. For some of you, it's just kind of like, don't lie yourself regards what works and what doesn't. Or don't feed yourself with illusions when you clearly know what's next. There's something here internal as we speak today. Yes, I have mixed emotions, mixed feelings, or even thinking. And for some of you, you might find yourself in an energy that quite upset or a little agitated, let's say. Why I'm doing this, or why I'm telling myself this when I clearly know I gotta move forward and fast in a whole different direction. So for some of you, definitely there's something you want to do. You know you can, because Magician has all the tools. You know you can do that, or you know you can pursue that. But there's something here it's not like a fake idea, but there is some kind of situation that you have like the hope, maybe that will change. But now you realize that nah, that's not gonna happen. I've been waiting for too long. For some of you, you've been waiting for something to work out for quite good months, couple good months, but now you realize, nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. I need to do something else. So this solstice definitely here, it's kind of like opening you up for movement and do the things you feel are right. And the heart for you here, voyage of the heart, love flow through you and to you. Look at here underneath, we have transformation. For some of you, definitely speaks about it's time to care about you and then for others, because you care more for others than for you. And at the end, you are not satisfied or feeling good about it. So definitely here for you, Leos, take care of you. It's quite important, no matter whatever or way you are. My beautiful Virgos, let's see here this solstice, how influence you or what can bring to you, especially for you, loves. Your social life starts to kind of like brewing, heating up. As you know, shifts this beautiful sun into Cancerian. Definitely emotions are quite at spike for many of you. For others of you, you might feel the need of emotional fulfillment, probably through friends, through community, probably to to tend to lean on more likely motherly side. As you know, Cancerian is ruled by the moon, which moon speaks about the feminine energy. For some of you, you could highlight your feminine energy more than the masculine. Although you gain fulfillment in some kind of endeavors, it's important to not focus too much on the needs of others that you neglect your own. Yes, it's important because many times Virgos are givers and you want to give. Yes, you can replenish pretty well, but this season especially, replenish your needs first and then others, because you might see a quite increase of people around you or want to be around you or need certain things. Yes, you like it, people need you, but do they need you really for a real thing, or just, you know, to bring them something good? So boundaries are so much important at this time. Whatever here you want, because sometimes definitely some people can cross the line, you know, and not everyone is a giver. Most likely a lot are quite takers. So don't let yourself to, it's kind of, I need that person, but not necessarily I need them to give my energy, because that could be a thing too. Tarot-wise, how these energies will influence you, we have a Two of Swords, we have a Knight of Swords, we have a Seven of Pentacles, and Three of Wands, actually Four of Wands. Okay, some of you Virgos, there's something here about create healthy boundaries and don't rush. Your fulfillment or whatever you want comes to you, but needs time, needs consistency. And some of you might feel like, oh, again, why I need so much time? I don't want to wait any longer. I need it now. You might screw it. Sometimes, you know, when we push certain things might come quite the opposite. And you don't want to mess it up this way. For some of you, there is a person around you that definitely wants to be there, and they might be quite pushy, demanding. That's why I say about the boundaries and fulfillment on your side, because some people definitely want more and more and more. So be very careful. If you do wait for someone to open up, I feel here that person comes forward. But it seems here that I want to talk, but you gotta start first. How that works? Only you know, loves. Only you know. For some of you, definitely here, it's kind of like less is more. So crossing bridges, loves. As advice from the workers, we have it's time for healing, mending, and connecting and releasing. For some of you, if somebody here comes back, because I see for some of you somebody might come back, there's some kind of conversation needs to take place, so the things to come to a much clearer view, no matter whatever that is. Because I see here for some of you, it's a great possibility in that way. On the way to our beautiful Libras. Welcome, loves. Another cardinal sign. You know, when we are in a zodiac sign which is cardinal, or the way it's placed, that season is more benefic than others. So for you, Libra, what I have astrologically speaking, your career, professional life, let's say that, will be placed front and center as the sun makes its way through your 10th house. You are a natural caretaker in your occupation or whatever you do for life. And this season is making sure that you gain recognition you deserve. Your desire for probably emotional fulfillment at work or whatever you do for work may also be quite highlighted. And definitely here you may actually find increased comfort and security through probably your co-workers or your duties. So many Libras, if you expect a bonus, or you expect, let's say, a raise of the salary or some kind of windfall of money or increase of any kind, definitely here that's coming for you. Speaking of this solstice. Well, let's see here. Tarot-wise, what we have? We have the Knight of Cups. Definitely here, offer on the horizon. We have the King of Cups. A lot of emotions here. Queen of Cups. So we have the King and the Queen. We have the Knight and we have the Sun. For some of you, if you wanted a relationship here with someone in particular, or you've been seeing for quite a while someone, this might be your person. King and the Queen of Cups. This is a loving person, loving couple, loving combination of relationship. Somebody here is in love with you. And the Sun and the Knight of Cups, this really speaks about, for some of you might even get engaged this summer. Yes, we're speaking of a day of the summer solstice energy here, but you know these energies are way stronger. So as we speak right now, but by the Leo season, or during this month, or let's say by the end of the summer, which is the longest time we can give you here, this person might even pop up that question. For some of you, definitely it's a great day to some kind of great conversations. For some of you, somebody here might say, well, I really care about you, but it's not only care, it's love. Somebody here, actually, it's not like the conversation, but it's more a confession to you, loves. So definitely, Libra, you are quite highlighted. For some of you, this person could be someone you know in your life. For others of you, this is someone who comes for you, but it's a very caring, very nurturing energy here. It's a very pleasant at the same time, very loving. It's like even someone here is blushing, but it's beautiful. Feels good. It's a very good feeling that I am loved, I am nurtured, I am cared. So why not? It's kind of lets the show begin. It's good, beautiful energy. As advice for you, loves, miracles. Expect the wonders to emerge. Even though you could not believe certain things, never say never. Never say never. So, Libra, congratulations. Sometimes things coming probably when you're least expecting or you never thought. All right, loves. Scorpios, here you are. For you, this summer solstice lay on your beliefs, whatever you are truly believing, or your philosophies, academics, you name it. This is a great time for leaning into studies probably that feel emotionally stimulating, as well topic related to your home, probably family, probably even your ancestors, where I come from. For some of you, you might find quite a passionate, or let's say intriguing subject, and you want to get into more. Either study, either found out more about it. For some of you, yes, it's like, I am here where I come from, or I want to find more about it. So you might find yourself inspiring or even promoting an impactful message to others as a way to nurture or even console them. For some of you, certain perspectives are changing, which is big in the way that you want to change them. It's kind of like some of you might feel, I want to change the world through these views, but I need to find more. Well, finding that we want sometimes to change the world, we need to change ourselves first and those around us. Because as many people as they see the perception, they can change. Because the idea of changing the world, it's much vast than a very small thing out there. Let's see here the tarot-wise how this day or how this summer solstice can influence or even bring to you. We have King of Swords, plans to the future or seeing clearly certain things out there. The Tower. For some of you, there is in an instant you can see certain things that you probably could not see, or certain things here which made sense at once doesn't make now anymore. King of Cups. So we have two kings. So definitely here in your mind and in your heart there is sudden changes or certain changes that you never thought about it. And the Judgment. So definitely here there is a big awakening for some of you, loves, around this, because Tower, it's an instant awakening, and the Judgment is just like, oh, now I know why certain things didn't work, or why I used to be there, why that thing gotta end and go. For some of you, yes, could be a sudden ending between you and someone. For others of you, you might meet someone suddenly and you just kind of feel like the click. No, this is a past life energy here for some of you. Because for some of you, you might find that certain truth that kind of like change your life forever. There's certain things here that many times we can find and we never thought. We know all the stories, like I knew all my life my family, and now I found that I am adopted, or I thought I know everything and now I feel like I don't know nothing. So certain things here is just kind of like whatever was and whatever becomes is changing. But it also speaks here that the universe brings alignment for you. Whatever here suddenly happens brings alignment. It's kind of a rebirth energy for many of you Scorpios. So quite strong energy for you, loves, but I feel here it's for the best. Yes. Grace and gratitude is your oracle as advice. Through gratitude, joy expands. For some of you, your good heart, there's something here you could done in the past. Could be you could donate certain things, or you could help someone, and now that's coming back to you. So that's why I always say, loves, focus on the good. You never know when it's coming to you. And I truly believe in this because I've gone through highs and lows, and definitely when certain things come to me, I'm just like, well, now I know why it comes. I remember I was donating some clothes to a little girl, and that was quite a good amount of clothes, and some of them was new, even with the tags. And somebody told me, well, why are you not even selling them? Because they are new, they are even with the tags, and people will like to buy it. But for me, we're like, you know, somebody really needs them and don't have the money, so I will donate them. For whatever reason, I definitely felt like that's the thing to do, so I've done it, and probably it didn't pass more than 1 or 2 weeks, and I receive an item that probably was more in value than the clothes donated, and I really need that item. So definitely comes to you in different other forms, whatever you do, but always do what you feel that you are calling in. Now moving on to Sagittarians. Welcome, loves. Time for you. Let's see what we have and how the summer solstice affect or blessed or bring to you the insights. Astrologically speaking, Sagittarius, you are called to support and nurture others this month or during this month. Yes, the summer solstice is here. You have more time, or feel like the time is more in your ball or in your court. You know, you are one of those generous zodiac signs, and definitely people, those loved ones, see that and notice you more on this side. The season is spotlighting for many Sagis the ways you require reciprocation, like reciprocate things, probably, let's say, mutable efforts. For some of you, you will reconsider certain things you've been investing yourself in. Probably for some of you, readjusting boundaries. For others of you, Sagittarius is a thing or a time to readjust who you give, who you keep around you, who you are giving your energy, and who you don't need to give your energy. Because some people definitely take your kindness for weakness, or they don't really appreciate at the highest your goodness. So know that, to kind of make a rule that if something here doesn't feel right, gotta be a little different. So even though you are the one who dedicates to certain things, charities, you need to know that you can't just give and some just take. Certain things definitely can or need to be mutual. All right, let's see, tarot wise speaking, what do we have? Knight of Wands, look at you. Four of Cups, Wheel of Fate in this deck. The Wheel of Fortune, it's here. And the last card here underneath, we do have the Nine of Pentacles. What I'm seeing here, it's very, very strong of let go of the past, because the universe is here to help you to regain your true power, to move more confidently forward. See here the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Fortune here. It's the universe has your back, my loves, and it's there for you to help you to go away from unfulfillment or whatever here were not for you. Many of you, Saggies, you definitely will leave behind something that, yes, you probably want to work, but was not meant or was not the time. But yes, left an emotional sadness in your heart. But now I feel here you are having the strength so you can move forward. For some of you, definitely something you want to work. I feel here that lesson you are gaining here will help you tremendously where you go forward. So know that, loves. If you are going forward, if you decide to let go, because some of you might feel, well, I will stay a little bit more in this Four of Cups, which is not really recommended to, but it's kind of like get your power back and listen to the universe to move forward, because now is a great time to move forward. For some of you, I see here, don't attach too much to the material things. They come and go, and you are there for more. Look at the Six of Wands here. So you definitely are there for more. Overcome certain obstacles. It's great to go forward. Wandering path, enjoy the journey. Whatever here you were, you are not any longer. So it's time to move forward. Enjoy the journey really speaks of the road you are in. It's not always the best or feeling the best, but definitely worth to keep moving. So yes, you know, like a relationship, sometimes it's a very happy, sometimes we a little sad, sometimes we might cry, sometimes we might jump. It's all fulfilled with some other stuff. Can be just one color. The rainbow, it's necessary for any energy we are going through. So now we are moving to beautiful Capricorns. So you know, loves, we are in a cardinal zodiac sign now, as you are one of them, which kind of increase your energy this season. Many of you at this season, or even starting today, you will look at, it's kind of like closer look, or you will look closer to the need for emotional support in your relationships. As the disciplined, refined zodiac sign, you're hesitant to outwardly express your feelings. But this season is inviting you to be a little more vulnerable with people who you are really feel that they are care or they are closer to you. For some of you, if you have someone around and you really trust them, you might confide or you might tell them certain things that really are deeply either bothering you, either even make you happy. You know, share your happiness, share certain things. For some of you, great time to spend quality time with certain people that we are most connected. So indeed here, many of you Capricorns, you are on a safe part, or striving, or even looking for a more safer place, relationship wise or connection wise, or you are looking for, if you are single, you are looking for those people who are definitely more, it's like the feeling around them, it's safer, or they feel like they deserve your attention. And the tarot wise, speaking of, we have an Ace of Swords, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have your own card. And here we have the Knight of Wands. The tarot wise, I feel here there's many blessings financial wise coming in for you. For some of you, you gotta be careful who you want to deal with, so you not get stuck with them for longer than you want to. For others of you, be very careful who you are meeting at this time, or whoever you are getting into any romantic relationships. It's kind of like speak up front what you're looking or what your goal is. So later to not be going this connection in toxic energy. Because I definitely see here there is a great possibility to come someone around you and you definitely need to speak up front what you're looking forward or going into this connection. And yes, I see someone here, either you, either them, might be very strongly attractive to you, because I definitely see that attraction, sexual attraction, physical attraction. So again, I feel here there's something here you gotta speak up. For some of you, yes, there is a, let's say, a friends with benefits energy around you, but it's kind of like no string attached. But again, communication is very important. For some of you, you are exploring a side of you. Could be your sexuality, could be other things. But again, I see here someone around you, but also I see here a contract that you need to look deeper into or closer, or if you don't understand anything or something in there, you gotta speak up. I feel here this could bring you some great financial windfall. Okay, loves, which is beautiful. Advice from the oracles, we have clear the air, distant thunder. Yeah, and look at this, simplify your life underneath. So for some of you, definitely here, you gotta speak up. So later, to not feel that, why I didn't speak up, why I didn't say anything, why I kept my silence and things like that. So speak up, loves, okay? On the way to Aquarius. Let's pick a little bit astrology for this day, and of course for going forward to the Cancerian season. Yes, this season, or this Cancerian season, or let's say the sun shifts today in your 6th house, and it's all about routine. Many of you know 6th house is Virgo, which speaks about routine, habits, wellness, shifting your focus more like on to manage your moods, or let's say regulate your moods and fluctuating needs on a daily basis. What you require to feel comfortable vary often, and this season is a fortunate time with priorities, or let's say prioritize this necessity. If you need more sleep or have been meaning to make a change in your diet or do something in that regards, now is a great time to do so. You'll feel better once you lean into ever-changing needs of your body. So definitely here for many of you Aquariuses, the routine you are in, or you will establish as we speak today or as we move forward, that will help you tremendously to move forward into a more calmer, more organized way. Well, let's see here, tarot-wise, how that is and how that will be for you. We have 8 of Swords. We have 6 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. And underneath we have the Chariot. What I'm seeing here tarot-wise for you, loves, is moving on from old habits, old way of thinking or feeling of. As you see here, Chariot speaks about the Cancerian. If you felt a victim in the past or feel like the past is holding you back, now you'll be more inclined to, why do I feel that way? Why I'm staying there? Why I'm keeping doing this to myself? It's time to shift into the new energy. So definitely here, this 8 of Swords of not feeling, capable or not feeling possible now feels more even possible. For some of you, tarot-wise, I'm seeing here going out more in the nature or going for walks or establish a routine of let's walk 10 minutes outside or 20 minutes around the block or around the park or something. Definitely will bring you more as well. The rejuvenation of how you see the things or how your way of feeling overall is improving, because definitely here some of you could be indoors too much, too long. And the Queen of Wands, as we're speaking here, which speaks about the Leo season, the Chariot speaks about the Cancerian. So from Cancerian season as we go by the Leo season as coming in, I feel here this kind of like refresher. It's a great way to start something new, or even your life to start or readjust to new things. So definitely here make a habit, let's say that, in your routine of going outside or moving forward with certain things. Because also for some of you might feel, well, I don't feel like that, or I'm too lazy, or I don't have time. Make time. Everybody out there who see possibilities, they make time for them. And that's, even though sounds quite not what you're looking for to hear, that's quite a thing. The advice for you, have passion and pleasure, savor your life. And answering the call, the time is now. So definitely here for some of you, it's time to live your life a little differently than you used to. Okay, passion and pleasure, this is about what do you want to do. For some of you, you could include in your day-to-day new things, or make a habit to make your best coffee, or the coffee you always want to have. So there's some kind of like bring out the best you can. So your way of doing things or bringing things will change. And of course, beautiful Pisceans. Yes, as the sun shifts into Cancerian, another water energy, your hobbies, passions, probably the leisurely activities will be a little highlighted. Probably your natural creative side, it's more awakened than ever. So this season definitely is a reminder of the ways you express your emotion through probably your artistic side or the way you see in the artistic way. Many of you will pursue things that makes you feel like a child again, or feel like, you know, as a child is happy for anything out there. Here we go. For others of you, might feel a little nostalgic, you know, emotionally wise. Nostalgia sometimes can come because, hey, some things are not as they used to. Yes, things come, go, leave, they renew, and so on. But let's see here, Piscean, tarot-wise. We have Eight of Swords as like an Aquarius. We have the High Priestess. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Two of Wands. All right. Many of you Pisceans, speaking of today or as the season we go in, it's a decision. If you stay and complain or you listen your inner voice to move forward and be happy. Because you know, sometimes, as I used to say in other readings, it's now not our fault that we are fall down, but it's our fault if we stay in that place for too long. So Eight of Swords here, it's more likely in your head. As you know, it's thoughts are in our mind. So some of you, it's kind of listen your intuition and not your thoughts. So you choose to look into the deeper energies or not as deeper. And that things will improve. For some of you, your inner voice speaks now louder than ever. And if your inner voice believes that you can do it and you can have it, you definitely can. All right, loves. You definitely can. Because I definitely see here there is something that you absolutely can be successful at. But you might tell yourself, no, I don't see how this is possible. Believe it or not, when I carried my first baby, I was completely single mother. The father never been involved into. As when I pop up the question that being pregnant, the person said, it's your choice. You do what you think is right for you, and I will not be here. And was my choice how I will make it on my own. And all what I ask the universe is to provide me guidance so I can provide everything needs this little child and everything possible and more. And here we are. She is almost 6 years old, and she's a young, beautiful, healthy, beautiful, and happy child. One of the most conscious, smart individual, beautiful soul, and yes, Piscean as you all loves. And yes, I have 2 girls which are Pisceans, both of them, but very different. And speaking of, at that moment, when I decide to keep or not was, will I make it? One side feel like you are all alone in this. Why do you need this? And on the other side said, blessings are coming. Follow the guidance. So I choose to follow the guidance from the universe. I choose to bring and raise my vibration day by day. And indeed, my life turned in such way that I knew I will be great. I knew I will be fine. But I never knew that this little bundle of joy, this choice of mine, make me so happy. As when I created a channel as well, where due to the desire to share more. So never ever feel that you can do. And if it's something out there that you in the moment feel it's not gonna work, or I don't know if gonna work, but I really feel I do want to go forward, go for it. Even that scares you. I've been there. Let's see, one advice for you, loves, as we're not going without advice. So look at this. Look at this, loves. That third passage, trust. There is a divine plan. So always, always trust the divine that will bring you the best of the best. And underneath we have surrendering to the journey. Release control. So definitely here, surrendering does not mean giving up, but it's more like trust the guidance within, the guidance that we are always need, even when we feel in the dark. So trust that, loves. So that being said, beautiful soul beings that are coming here, I thank you for coming forward. I hope this reading brings you those messages, those insights you are most looking for. Thank you, loves. Namaste.